And now our main event, scheduled for a best of three. Introducing first, from the blue corner, the challengers. From Austria, playing as the Allies, United Kingdom and the United States. It's Ra11 and Insane Niedi. And in the red corner, the reigning and defending tag team champions of the world, it's Smoko and Zulu, playing as Mixed Axis, Deutsch Africa Corps and the Wehrmacht. This is an AE co-production sponsored by the backers on Patreon. And let's see what happens in this very exciting game. We've got Campbell's Convoy. We've got 4 of the best 2v2 players around today, and they're going to be playing in a best of 3 for your viewing pleasure. This is going to be a 1440p YouTube upload. One of the first ones of those I've done, just to test the water. I'm also going back to the old casting UI I was using from QMod, which is a bespoke bootleg UI, just because I think it's a little bit better for 2v2 in particular. Got Zulus, Wehrmacht. We've got Smoko playing as the Deutsch Africa Corps. They're putting a lot of pressure in the early game. No one's capping in the north right now. It's just everyone's duking for position. We've got a 250 and Panzer Grenadier combo going to come from there. Insane Niedi and Ra11 are the contenders. They won a contender bout against Scotch's team in the Christmas showdown, you may have seen. Nice disembarkation from the 250, forcing the Vickers away. Insane Niedi is going for another infantry section. He's going to stay behind the truck there, just trying to put the pressure down with the Enfield rifles on the Panzer Pioneers, but he's getting pushed around by the 250, and here comes the rifleman just to help out the situation. Meanwhile, we've had a pitched engagement in the east. Right, they're putting the DPS down on the 250, trying to keep it honest and keep it away. Can't blame them, really. Meanwhile, the Kettenkrad will be capping up the north. More rifles coming out for the Brit player, Insane Niedi. And Ra11 gets his 3rd rifle squad himself. Meanwhile, we've got an MG42 to complete with the Fallschirm Pioneers, of course. He has gone Luftwaffe. We will be cycling through the players to have a look at what battle groups they may have gone at this point in time. Insane Niedi will be our home faction of choice. This is a best of 3 today. The reason I do best of 3s for 2v2 is because I find them personally quite draining to cast. And I think it's all about quality over quantity sometimes. 1v1 can be a little bit do or die, strategic checkmates. But with 2v2, there's 4 players, there's a lot more chaos. So strategic checkmates don't tend to happen quite as much. Well, saying that, you do have, if you can play aggressively enough and put your boot down on your opponent's throats enough in the early game, you can just tactically overwhelm them. So it can happen. Right, Vickers has gone north. We've also got the 3-inch mortar coming out for Insane Niedi. He feels under the cosh at the moment. Saying that, if we take a look at the fuel situation, you can see we've got the +10 and +5 in Allied hands, the +10 and +5 in Axis hands. Looks like we've got a push from the Allies coming in now. Now, the important thing about these AE co-production championship matches that you'll be seeing over the last few months and in the coming months is that I don't know who's won. Unlike an auto match cast, you're probably given a pride post. You probably know who's won. I've got no clue, and it's part of it being a cash game scenario. It's tournament conditions. The players are incentivized to be as professional as possible, and they keep stum about what's happened. Boys AT has upgraded there, keeping the 250 out of the picture, but look at this from Zulu. Orange Pest reckons Zulu is one of the best players in the world, and it's between him and Ferrigy as to who can challenge his throne in the 1v1-verse. But as you saw back in November, Orange Pest beat Zulu to claim the heavyweight championship, the 1v1 belt. Nice work from the mortar, putting the damage down. We've got an M1 mortar team and the 3-inch mortar team. Meanwhile, oh, there we go. We've got a nice... Did that just tank the AT grenade? Did that just happen? The MG42 just tanked the AT grenade there. I swear to God that's what just happened. I'll have to check that back. Sometimes your eyes can play tricks on you, but definitely looked like that. We've got Traditional frag grenades coming in there on the Pioneers. A lot of pressure being exerted by the Allies, but it is the Axis that have kept the central victory point for longer at this point in time, indicating perhaps they've had more control. 250s being a menace, trying to get round the side of this Vickers. There's more. There's the flames. That's going to force him away, and Say Niedi needs to reposition ASAP. What's he dropping now? Oh, the Vickers is down. He can't pick it up. There's a two-man Panzer Pioneer. Ah, he's dropping commandos. That'll help the situation. Maybe the Sten gun damage can force away the 250. It's a hot drop. The LZ is very hot. And, oh dear, that's a terrible landing for the commandos there. And that was a satchel utilised to kill the Vickers. Nice thinking by Zulu. We've got Jaegers out by the very same man. We've got a flak Weiling on its way. We've got Luftwaffe Officer Quarter upgrade for Zulu, trying to get some veterancy coming in, it would seem. We've got paratroopers, commandos. I've only got 3 men now, and they're up against it here. There's a lot of Kar-98Ks firing on them. Oh dear, that's a tough retreat path there for Insane ID. Oh, here comes that flak Weiling. Oh god, such a fearsome sight. We do have infantry support centre coming down. We've got platoon command post coming down. But this flak Weiling's going to run rampant in the meantime. They need a 6-pounder out, possibly. They do have bazookas on the paratroopers, but they're going to get focused down, suppressed, and possibly forced away. Meanwhile, oh, what's this? He's got an ISG, so that's the upgraded call-ins, of course. Some elements, support elements, I believe it's called. That's it, indeed. There, he's dropped it off there in the north of your picture. Oh, look at the DPS here. Look at the suppression. Preemptive nade did do a bit of damage, turned one of those Germans into chunks, but it might not be enough. Right, Ra11, what's he doing? He's back in base. No sign of motor pool quite yet. No sign of a Shafi quite yet. Oh, it's looking bleak. I have to say it's looking bleak already. Just the amount of DPS you can exert, the amount of suppression and pressure and power you can project is awesome. These mortars are going to have to work overtime. Right, looks like we're going to get some supply drops down. That should help out a bit. Is it enough to get the AT gun? Yes, it is. He's been able to get the command points for the M1 AT gun. That should really help out. Unfortunately, the boys couldn't finish off the flak Weiling there, but they do have the bazookas pushing in. This could be a nice resurgence for the Allied Austrian team. Just going to turn the game audio down a little bit, just in case it's overpowering my vocals. Just hopefully it wasn't. Right, what's this? We've got an ambulance coming out for the DAC player. It's a nice build so far for Smoko. Zulu is pondering his next move. It will be another Jaeger squad. We're building a 6-pounder for Insane ID, so very CoH3 style central battle here. War of attrition emerging, it would seem. In the north, these infantry sections have had to go all the way to that victory point to try and save the day. 250 with the Flammen Pioneers. Gonna have a word or two to say about that. He has to peel away for now. Seems they've kept their +10 fuel for the majority of that battle. And yeah, the game should be relatively even. ISG's been an absolute nuisance of itself. Bazooka's looking for one more shot, but there's a lot of anti-infantry DPS there. Oh, it's a good job they did not stick around. Right then, we've got the 6-pounders finally out. That took its sweet time. Meanwhile, there we go, the boys' anti-tank rifles and Lee Enfield's pushing away everything from the north. Here comes that flak Weiling yet again. We've had a the MG42 push was stolen for a moment, and then was decrewed after being stolen. Meanwhile, flak Weiling pushes awfully far forward there, still just about within range for possibly a follow-up attack round, but he couldn't get it off. And yes, we've got a stolen MG42. The ISG's beginning to put further fire down. He just needs to get out of there. Stop losing the manpower. Nice steal, though. I didn't catch that on camera, but yes, it's a very nice steal indeed. In the north, Niedi and Ra11 are consolidating territories. In the south, scouts are being a nuisance. See all the abilities of the British player there. Oh dear, a lot of DPS down there. Let's just check the center. I want to go through the battle groups of each of the players, but I need to pick my moments carefully because there's so much going on. We've got a bar pop as Ra11's looking to do the damage. He's pushing in with AT guns. He's got commando support spotting for everything. And he gets the Grandschützen. Nice work. Look at this. However, the rifles are low. He needs to be careful there. Commando's pushing in. Panzer Pioneers could die. Ooh, Smoko smoked there. We could have new tag team champions soon at this rate. Yep, Flat Violing's got a lot of work to do, but the AT gun's pushing up. Oh no. Oh, he gets another shot in. He's got to react. And there's the AT grenade taking out the flak half-track. Good work. Let's quickly have a look at some of these battle groups. The DAC player's gone for Italian infantry. Well, there's the Gassatori. That gives that one away. What else have we got? This is the airborne battle group. That's where we're up to there. And finally, of course, we've got Luftwaffe, and that's where we're up to. We've just gone for, Fallschirmjägers. Rifles and Captain pushing up straight through the centre. So much pressure's been exerted. Commandos have been forced away. Those mortars are not too far behind the front line. Rolling or creeping barrage, just putting the pressure down. Alright, what do we get come next? We've got... he's putting down a resource cache. That's rather plucky, isn't it? On the munitions there, that's going to get a steady income. In fact... oh, it's the same icon for both teams. My bad. Looked like they were both doing tandem resource caches in synchronization. But no, it's just a UI bug. This is a bootleg version of the UI, as I haven't already mentioned. It's just... it reveals more of the screen, though. I kind of like it. It's exactly what I need for casting. I'm not much of a super accurate expert stat caster. I'm more noises and explosions, aren't I? So it lends itself quite well to my personal style. As the 240 Gustatory, Panzerjägers and Panzergrenadiers all push in at the same time. Nice array of units for Smoko, as ever for DAC. They usually have a good variety and diversity in their composition, making them very tricky to play. Is that a strafe, perhaps? No, that'll be... what that is, actually. Can't see the captain around. Oh, here comes a nice movement from Ra11. Looking to catch the Jaegers out. You do not want to stick around with Gustatory in position. That's why you need your MG at all times, pretty much. Even a stolen MG would help. Strafe coming to help out there. Putting Ra11's blob back in its place. Get back in your box. Gustatory looking low. They're very expensive to reinforce, so you might as well heal them when you can. He pushes up the ambulance as well. I'm liking this game so far. It's not been quite as incisive and bloodthirsty as some of the 2v2s we've seen recently, but it's a nice attritional battle. Airborne put the work in, constantly threatening that cooked grenade. We've got Bren's on the commandos now. Look at those Grens fade away. Where are the AT guns when you need them? They can't quite get close enough. The angle wasn't what they needed. Two Gustatory just pushing in and forcing everything off. Smoko just smoking out the battlefield, it would seem. Oh, I tell you what, these airborne have got a tricky retreat path there. There's more Gastatori on the retreat. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Surely they can pick them up on retreat. Oh, he focused the wrong thing. Momentarily focused that AT gun there. I think he could have killed the airborne if he hadn't done that. Board units. Try and force everything away, but we've had a bit of smoke laid down and he's attacking ground through said smoke. There comes a grenade to help the situation. Meanwhile, in the north, we're pushing to try and take that victory point with a recon section. We do have Typhoons available. We've got 136 munitions, not quite there yet. Meanwhile, we've got a Panzer IV coming out for Zulu. The Americans have drawn level with the Austrians on victory points. Good amount of veterancy for the US infantry. They push in, they decrew an AT gun there, it would seem. Ambulances awfully close to the battlefield. AT guns could fire upon him. No, he's reversed away. Grenades exchanged. Jaegers just allowing the MG to keep the suppression up. Victory points, so yep, going into Allied favour now, actually. It's 2 versus 1, but it won't be for long because we do have a push from Zulu's army into the south. Let's have a look through the battle groups, see what we've got going on here. There's Italian infantry. Yep, we've gone for the supply drop now for Insane ID. Oh no, actually, he's dropped an MG. Interesting. Why not? Always nice to do. Will you waste a grenade on Pioneers? Are they worth it? There's that Panzer IV causing an absolute nuisance of itself. Commandos are expensive. Ow. Meanwhile, in the centre, we're going to have a battle for the central victory point soon. Really feel like the pop caps are beginning to climb now. 61 and 69 for the Allies. We're at 60 and 54 for the Axis. Here come those Gasters. Oh dear. That's Boys AT. They're not going to be able to stop this cook-off. Oh, here we go. Matilda could do, though. No AT inherent to the elite infantry of the Italian army. Matilda fording massive craters there with its World War I style layout. Not quite Churchillian in its fording abilities, but not too far off. All these British infantry tanks are great over cross country. Forcing infantry in this. There you go. The Matilda was enough pressure to capture the central victory point. However, they have lost the south. They have lost the north. Matilda keeps its rampage on. We've got AT guns coming to back it up. Commandos pushing in with nice synergy from Ra11, getting behind the husk of that fallen Sherman from a long gone battle of days of yore. Okay, we're going for a Flak 30 anti-aircraft gun from Zulu. I'm not sure about that at this point in the game. Interesting choice, to say the least. Maybe he'll show us what you can do at minute 18 plus in a 2v2. Really be nice from Ra11 to see him capping this. Probably thinking of milking his cows, which is his real occupation. He's a dairy farm. Oh, right, yep, there you go. He's got the message, and he's capping the southern victory point now. Panzer IV's got to start making a good account of itself. Going for a Flak 36. Nice from Smoko. That'll really zone out these Matildas, of which we've just had another one built. Seems like they were stalling. Has Ra11 got the tank depot out? Yes, he has. I wonder what we're going to see from him. This game has really boiled over quite nicely. Oh, I think he assassinated him with the Boys AT rifle there on retreat. Nice pickup. Matilda versus Panzer IV in the north. Meanwhile, in the centre, Royal Engineers suppressed. Everything suppressed, actually. There's that Flak I said was a bad choice. Of course, it's a good choice. These players are a lot better than me. Here comes the Flak 36, 88mm. actually had its original origins as a naval gun, then it was an anti-air gun, and then finally an anti-tank gun. It's the evolution of that caliber over 30, 40 years of German military history. Somehow the Matilda missed, and somehow Palpatine came back. Alright, we've got the Flak 36s being towed back into position. Tell you what, he could actually take out the Panzer IV here. Is that the Typhoons as well? Oh, what a cinematic this is. You got to see that. That's what we came here for. Look at that. Oh, he could lose the Matilda. In fact, I think he will. He's trying to take it out. Trying to take the Flak out, but he loses it, and the turret goes akimbo. He could lose both Matildas now. He's also been anti-tank grenaded. Here comes a Shrek as well. Meanwhile, we've got fighting over here as a blob of infantry pushes in from Ra11. Although Niedi's lost both Matildas, this blob could do some serious work. He takes out the ambulance as well. Gassatori could finish that chapter, however. Oh, no. And he's recrewed the Flak. He gets the suppression off. And he's getting burned alive on retreat. Oh, Panzer IV's has been taken out. Nice work there. I don't know how that managed to happen. Just heard that he'd lost it. Where did that die? May have been on screen. Sometimes that happens. It's there. It's dead there. Don't know how that even happened. Maybe it was a delayed command. It doesn't seem right that it's dead there because I didn't see any units in the north whilst we were watching the cook-off. Right, we're going for another medical truck and another Panzer IV, a Sherman bulldozer, a Niedi. His fuel count's at 50, so we won't be seeing anything from him for a while. He has one AT gun to offer to the tank gods. Ooh, Commando's dead. No way that survives. He's on fire. Go on, son, keep running. How did he get away with that? Through hellfire and brimstone, the SAS somehow survived that one. Panzer IV now out for Zulu. And here comes that elite Axis infantry. Gassatori support. It's so difficult to battle against. We're going to need this bulldozer to start bulldozing through them. They could just continue their onslaught. Meanwhile, victory points have equalized yet again. What a good confrontation this is. 3-4-4 to 3. Well, it's actually going to equalize around about now. 3-4-2 each. Nice. Bulldozer. A little bit of damage, but the pressure it exerts is worth its weight in gold. You can often see Company Heroes battles as like cascading waves of pressure as you apply to the battlefield your material. Oh, gonna get this MG. Nah, that'll get away. MGs always seem to get away. Bulldozer would do well to possibly come into the southern district now. Just worrying about their anti-tank presence. Okay, we're going for another Matilda. Not sure about that. Have we got two Flak 30s? We've got two Flak 36s. Oh my. That is going to zone out anything they go for. Why is he doing that? Oh dear, the artillery. Oh, and the Gassatori. What a good combination of units this is. And here comes the Ju-87s. Let's get a nice visual on that. Oh, the strafes. The bulldozer's so low. One more shot away from doom. Panzer IV pushing in, looking to rout the 6-pounder there. More strafes coming down. Panzer IV running rampant. Flak 36 is traversing its turret. Boom! Hits the Matilda. Strafe hits the Matilda. Panzer IV does go down. Oh, no. Oh, it's so fun to watch. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Oh, here we go. Carpet bombing. Here we go. Bug splat GG, he says. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh. Oh, I feel like we were cheated out of a result there, sadly. There you go. That's my webcam in 1080p mode. Oh. So, they bug splatted? Or, I think they were losing, by the way. I think they were losing, but still. Bug splatted? I don't know what my rules would say. Probably... It's not a refereed match, however, but I do have rules for bug splats. It's usually gentlemen's... In this case, I would say gentlemen's agreement if they restart or not. Smoko. Zulu. Is this game 1? Alright, let me just figure this out. Hang on. Gotta make sure I get the right replay for all of you. Zulu and Smoko. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. So they flip sides for this. Good, good. Okay, then. I won't bother doing any scores or anything, because there's no real point, because it's a YouTube video. You're all here from the start. It's not like Twitch where you have to worry about that kind of thing. Let me do my little bits and bobs to get everything ready. The problem with it being a bootleg is I have loads of things to do every time I start the game. Well, not loads, I'm exaggerating. There we go, that should do the job. Okay then, it's 1-0 to the Axis team. Zulu and Smoko. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's play CoH. Right then, how are they going to play as allies? We're getting our barracks and our Royal Engineers. We're going to get 2 of them to get capping on the field. Meanwhile, the DAC player is going to get some Panzer Grenadiers. And we've got coastal reserves for Ra11's Wehrmacht. Interesting. Nice combination. Zulu. I always think that's a flex. When you put G2 in the replay title, or in the chat of the replay, it's like a flex. It's like saying, I'm a pro CoH1 player. I've played many a CoH1 tournament, and I know how to do good admin. When you're good at doing admin, you know the score. So you can see that Zulu and Smoko are in the fog of war technically for audio purposes, meaning their Jeep is eerily silent. Now it's not. You can see it now. There you go. And it's going to get actually focused down by the Coastals and the Panzer Pioneers. Ooh, 2 Jeep starts. A man after my own heart is Zulu. This is the reason I'm climbing the ladder ranks now, top 200 in the world, because I'm abusing double Jeep all the time. So I can talk very effectively about double Jeep. I've had about 30 or 40 games of double Jeep in the last week. Yes, it's okay to judge me in chat. I don't mind. It's okay. I am a dirty meta abuser. Now, 250 half-track can actually be zoned out by double Jeep, but not when there's infantry close by. And you possibly should get some side shots in if you want to. But I tell you what, that Vickers will certainly help out. So an interesting engagement now. I want to see which way this goes. Ah, there we go. We've got the MG42. That'll change things. That shreds Jeeps. Absolutely shreds them. Just looks at Jeeps and they're eviscerated. Get in, dingo! Oh. Oh. Let's steal some babies. Come on. Very low health Jeeps now. He's just going to put the pressure on the MG Coastals. That made no sense. I don't often associate red and purple as being on the same team. To be honest, blue and this purple used to be, I swear, on the same team in CoH 2. Hence why I just got momentarily confused. 250 Panzer Grenadiers and Coastals really being incisive in the centre. I mean, they've let the Allies have the victory points for now, but the amount of pressure they're putting down is a good showing so far. Looks like we could be heading to a game 3 if Insane Niedi and Ra11 have got something to say about it. I mean, Campbell's Convoy, I must say, on paper, should be an Axis-favoured map, and the reason I say that is it's so open, and usually Axis benefit from open territory for their support weapon dominance. 250 disembarks the Panzer Pioneers and puts the work down on the scouts. MG with its wide cone of fire. Just looking over the centre. Meanwhile, we've got dual capping from Ra11 and Smoko in the south. They'll discover each other soon, I'm sure. And Dingo's been a nuisance. Going 250 hunting. I'm not even sure who wins that. The Dingo's so rubbish. I've got a sneeze brewing. I warn you. It feels like a big one, but now I've spoken about it, I've probably scared it away. One of those ghost sneezes. There's nothing worse than really wanting to sneeze and then you scare it away. Right, okay. Jeep's pushed in. Found the angle on this MG, but they're just going to stay there. They got the coastals to zone it out for now. And the Pioneers, who, by the way, have an excellent target profile versus a Jeep. But they got pushed around a little bit there. Weren't able to get the MP40s blaring, unfortunately. Humber, of course, does have mortar ability if it can get to its... Oh! Jeep tanks a mortar shot! Nearly dies there. Royal Engineers pushing up to a manpower point they don't usually get to. And we've got the armoured half-track upgrade. Rare you see this. Scouts aren't going to know what hit them. Sounds so much more painful than it actually is. It's often just a weapon of psychological warfare. I've come up against it in 1v1. You just kind of ignore them. They sound a lot scarier than they are. He's pretending there's a mine there. There isn't, so this armoured half-track won't go through that gully. I guarantee you that much. Riflemen suffer a mortar round, but here come the infantry and assault grenadiers to force them off. We've got a Polston. Armoured half-track's going north. Keep the Royal Engineers honest. Meanwhile, the Dingo remembers it can't cap. Ooh, Polston. That's a funny combination. Look at that. Jeep, Polston, Dingo. Let's go. Oh! He's going to take out the armoured half-track, surely. Surely one can get the kill. No! How can they win? Assault Grenadiers shredded everything. Oh my god. He lost the Jeep and the Dingo there. Only the Polston survived. And, unfortunately for them, the armoured half-track got away with it all. The other Jeep pushes in. They're not going to be deterred by their losses, although they probably should be. I think that engagement went terribly wrong. It was due to the assault grenadiers. And often when you go for something like that, you miss out on something like a close quarter combat specialist infantry unit. I know I certainly do. I'm a scrub, but that's the kind of thing I would do, personally. Let's check for commander choices. We've got Italian coastals, of course, as we know. We've got armoured battle group, as we know. We've got, there it is, nothing chosen. And Indian artillery, what else? Flat viling out, armoured half-track doing the work. Looks like Ra11 and Insane Niedi might want to push this to a deciding ace game. Well, of course they bloody do. They want to be champions. Can you blame them? They're actually still having a lot of pressure exerted upon them despite claiming some good manpower casualties. They're now pushing in with their dual anti-infantry light vehicles, but they're up against Boys AT rifles. Need to be aggressive, need to go for something here. Polson exchanging anti-air duties for anti-everything duties. In the north, the Axis pushing for that victory point. They have lost over 100 now. In the south, we've got MG, we've got PAC support. That's right, he's gone for Panzer Grenadier Company as Ra11. Not often do you see that. Maybe you see more of it in 1v1 than you do anywhere else. From US mine there, we've got the Greyhound out. Probably the best pound-for-pound anti-infantry vehicle in the game, but though it just missed a shot, which I rarely see it do usually. Looks like we had a long-range PAC-40 shot there. Is the micro of Zulu Smoko just that little bit better than the Austrians? Vehicle survival package cooking from DAC. That'll keep Insane Niedi's vehicles on the field a bit longer. Can he be taken out? We need an accurate shot. Ooh, I tell you what, from the 4.2-inch wonder. Nearly. Oh, I tell you, there you go. There's a finishing blow from the Pack 40, taking out the Paulson with a wombo combo. Rifleman looking to take them out. They're from behind their shield. This guy's surely going to die. He's not behind the shield. Yep, there you go. Greyhound pushes in. We've got a grenade on the Pack 40. This is a big moment. The Coastals have got to do a lot of work. We did have a bit of suppression down on the rifles. They're able to secure the Pack 40. The flat Viling pushes in, but that could be Boys AT gunned if it's not careful. Meanwhile, Greyhound, what a shot that was on the Pack. And another one. They need to push in now, in my opinion, Zulu does. He's got so much DPS with this Greyhound in close support. Flat Viling, though, adding suppression to the scouts. This is 10 US. Oh, dear. He got 18 aided. CoH3 style with the quarterback. Style. Oh, and there's another Greyhound putting further work down. Oh, no. The tag team champions are running rampant. It didn't matter about their early losses, and they've stolen the Pack 40. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Who can challenge them? And GG's been called by Ra11. The contenders could not contend any further, and they have indeed bowed out of this best of 3. And still, the tag team champions of the world from America, it's Zulu Smoko, their first defense of the titles. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna load up a bit of a fake game now, just to get us to how long's this recording so far. It's not very long, only 36 minutes. That's rubbish. I swear I'm gonna have to load something, aren't I? Let's see what Ra11's sent me for a fake game 3. I wonder what this is. See what this content is, shall we? Yeah, let me know what you think of the format, where there's a contender bout into... let me get this replay loaded in. A contender bout into a championship bout. So it's like a... It's basically a little bit like boxing or wrestling, or basically a King of the Hill situation. So this game 3, what even was that? Oh, it's a 4v4. Okay. Yeah, 4v4. Let's go. It's a real 4v4 as well, it seems. We've got Daniel D, Maxi Boy, Insane ID, and Ra11. This shouldn't last too long, in all honesty. This is a really OP setup. Let me just get my stuff set up. If you're wondering about my route, wowzer, I'm going to have to change the overlays for this, I think. That is a lot of stuff, to say the least. Okay. Bloody hell. I'm not sure if that looks good or not. It's very big, let's say. Very big indeed. Let me just quit the replay, start again. I need to do some tinkering to get this to work fully. I know what I need to do. I'm going to cast it in queue mode, but I'm not sure it's actually optimal for this. Well, you tell me what you prefer. You've got this, which is... Sorry, let me do it a different way. Let me get rid of that overlay. So that is default. It'd be something like that. Or you've got this version. I'll have to reload the replay. I will probably proceed with this version because I kind of think it's optimal, to be honest. Or you've got this version. Let me just quickly do something with that. Like that. Is that good? I think it's pretty good, isn't it? I'm not sure. It's very blocky in the center, isn't it? Oh, I think we can actually get rid of everything, actually. Yeah, let's start again. I don't think that's optimal either. I think the best way to cast a 4v4 is without anything at all. Let me try that. Hang on a second. It's an interesting debate though, isn't it? What's the best way to do that? I don't think that looks good. The 4 panels like that, I think that looks pretty terrible. I think it's best to cast it in the overlay they give you. Probably. Rule map all. Get rid of that. Yeah, something. I think this is optimal for this. And then you cycle through the players like that. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Okay, do I get a player list as well? No, none of these buttons do anything. Anyway, now casting a 4v4, including Maxiboy, Ra11, and crew, Ruthless Exorcist versus Daniel D and Say Niedi. So we've got some really decent players on the opposite team as well. So this should be fun. It looks like an in-house 4v4. Let's give it a cast anyway. Okay then. Let's give it a bell ring, just for the sake of it. And we've got, yeah, the British from the south there. That's... Who is that? There you go, you can see it all, can't you? The British player is Daniel D. Then we've got Insane Niedi. Oh, it is a dream team, yeah. They're all friends. And then you've got Americans here. You've got... this is Ra11. And this is Maxi Boy. And then the Axis are randoms, I believe. I don't know if they're a ranged team, but probably not. Got Ruthless Exorcist as Wehrmacht. Got Ange Crew as another Wehrmacht. Then your 2 DAC players. You've got the orange guy, which is Kakamora. And you've got the red guy, who is Janissy. Okay, Janissy, fair enough. HMG. Oh, what a beautiful map this is. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Have you seen that? Beautiful stuff. Really is beautiful. Just get rid of all the shenanigans, I think. Why not? Just cast it in cool mode. We know who the players are, or you should have an idea, I guess. Told you once, that should do you. Just pop that up every now and again to get an idea of what I'm looking at. That's not bad, actually, is it, really? If you want to know who's the poos, you just do that. Ooh, look at that. It's so cool. That's a bloody big house. That's 2 houses, actually. Bloody hell. Like Cairo or something. I don't know what that is. Benghazi. Tobruk. Maybe Tobruk. It's Tobruk, yes. This is Maxi Boy's rifles with Ra11 support in the north. We've got a sniper out for them. That's going to be annoying, isn't it? Sniper operating with Kettenkrad support just for spotting. Got an MG helping out as well.
Enemy forces are converging on a fuel point.
I'm not going to do much casting in this one. I'm going to chill out and just enjoy it.
They've pushed us off a sector.
To be honest, it isn't cannon. Oh! Mortar could take him out here. Nearly.
The ISC's been upgraded.
Sniper pushing up. Still. I haven't checked out the south at all. This is the Oasis side. Just capped that. I thought they'd done something more than that. Recons, rifles, all behind heavy cover. And what's happening down here? A bit of idleness. This guy seems to be an utter noob from Ruthless Exorcist. Seems to be ruthlessly newbie. MG completely idle.
Half track deploying is ordered.
Well, you'd hope Daniel D, who's tournament caliber player, him and his teammate Insane Niedi should be able to absolutely smoke this guy. Mind you, not a lot of people know you can drag the MG to face the right way. Basically, just click it and drag it, and it drags within the building. Maybe he needs to watch AE's tips and tricks for that one. The MG's done nothing, and the flare means it's already been spotted. Artillery observers, scouts means, of course, he's gone elite infantry. Bit of a party in the north. Let's see what's going on up there. Look at that, it's gorgeous, isn't it? First time I've actually seen this map properly. Very beautiful. Oh, that's a good mortar shot. Hit the bonnet of the vehicle, saving the health of the squads, however. That's a dead Pioneer. There's no way it survives that. 2 Pathfinders. They're actually focusing the coastals, however. And this could upgrade in the nick of time. Doesn't want to... Seems he doesn't want to finish the job there. I think he could have blocked them in a little bit if he wanted to. Mortar, recon sections, artillery observers, all pushing in. Captain's dead, apparently. Captain always dies. Alright, what else have we got going on? Looks like the 250's pushing up. Axis are playing a little bit better than I expected them to. What a shot that was! Airburst shells, absolutely decimating everything. Oh, awesome! Told you that guy was a bit of a noob in the south. I just tell from the positioning of his units in the early game. Ooh, we've gone for that thing. That thing. It's good. What is it called? I need to find out, but it's called a field infirmary. There you go. Oh, nice. Look at that cinematic. Let's have a look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Very dead 250 there. I'll just wait around for it to explode. He missed. Elevation is not your friend there. And he missed again. The 250 just doesn't want to die. Nice setup from the red player. That's Janazi. Greyhound forced away. Bit of a bad luck. I think it was mostly elevation. I don't think if he'd halted the vehicle it would have made it too much more accurate. Allies putting the CoH down now. Starting to exert themselves a little bit better. Who's the orange player? That's Kamura's Dak. Oh, we're going for bishops as well for Daniel D. That'll certainly help in the south. Time to retreat. Maybe not. And they leave a weapon. An MG34. I'm sure he's going to pick that up. I love that loot noise with it. You can hear like the jangling of keys or something when they get a weapon. So satisfying. Knowing you stole it. really doesn't like that field infirmary. Greyhound's pushed all the way to the south now. Well, actually, this is insane Niedi this time. Ra11 we saw earlier. What is that? Matilda coming out for Daniel?
Territory point is no longer under our control. The enemy has the advantage here. We have the lead.
We do have one ranger squad. Oh, what a blob of infantry that is. Pushing up behind the half-track. Airborne with the M1919s. Here they come. If they all focus fire him now, they might get this kill. No, too late. Probably need a bit better ability. He's designated the defensive area as this circle. That is the area they're going to defend. Just the constant pressure is really starting to push the Axis back now. Cowering. Oh, what a shot there. Is that the bishop? I think that is the bishop. Bishoping around. A very naughty bishop. Not quite as concussive as some of the CoH3 artillery, but I like the speed of the projectile. I like the arc of it. I think it's finished now. Airburst shells are also being used. Greyhound pushing in. Let's check out the north.
Sherman 105, ready for field ops.
Maxi Boy's got his bulldozer coming out. Are they actually firing in the right direction? Yeah, they are. That's good, at least. Cool game in it, Co. Rifles forced off there. Captain Water used on the MG. Just being reinforced from that reinforcement bunker. Oh, I've got phosphorus shells on the Rangers. Here comes that bulldozer we spoke about. There is a pack ready for it. Can't be much longer left in this particular replay. Surely. Back in the south, Cratchitson for some reason's going in deep. It's a mine! Oh dear. Okay. Stug is not long for this world. Gets hit by the AT gun.
Commander, we should spend our munitions. Enemy at 250 points.
Is this airborne? Ah, there's a little gully there. Might get friendly fired on retreat by looks of things. What's he doing? Come on. Are you gonna stay or are you gonna go? Okay, he goes. If you go, there will be trouble. If you stay, there will be double. Yeah, they're not alive anymore. Airburst shell and Greyhound. Ow. Crusader going on a crusade. See how he does. We do have an AT gun, but it's not currently facing the right way. And yeah, it's a defensive area now. There's a mortar that should help out things. Is he carpet bombing the living shit out of this area? Certainly seems like he is. Yeah, fuck that ISG. Meanwhile, Crusader's still going in. Takes out the 250 with the support from the US player. The enemy's at the gates. Could take out the Stug for fun. Does he see the Stug as a target? Looks like he might just do that. He gets away with it! And there we go. Panzer IV does finish him off. Not bad though, considering he went into base on his own. in a 4v4. Look at that lovely oasis. Beautiful. Oh, we're nearly at 1 hour now. Might just finish it exactly at 1 hour, regardless of if this 4v4 is over or not, because, let's face it, it's over. 55 minutes, 35 seconds. I'll try and finish it on an hour. And the bulldozer's getting tag teamed. Spit roasted. Go on, bulldozer. We hardly knew ye.
They only have 100 points, Commander.
Classic World War II technique. Put your cannon inside the tank that you're trying to destroy. You can't miss. You probably can miss still. In fact, in CoH3, I'm pretty sure you could miss that way. I've seen it happen. Go on, paratroopers. This again is entirely authentic. This actually happened. What a grenade! Look at that! Cat amongst the pigeons. But they're still going to die. Oh no! The Panzerformer stuck that boat for this man. Still surviving somehow. Panzerform really doesn't like them. Just wants some moral victory. He kills the wrong guy.
Enemy down to only 50 points.
Got a lot of stuff here for Maxi Boy. Hellcat to have some fun. Yeah, this is very familiar situation for 4v4. That U-shape around your entire enemy when you're outmatching them. And look at that, it's going to be timed absolutely perfectly.
Enemy forces tracking on 25 points.
I may just lower the speed just so I can enjoy it. Enjoy the beauty. Run!
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
So cool, isn't it? 57 minutes 38 seconds for this filler content montage.
They only have 10 points left.
Go on, 8Rad, you can save us. I'm sure of it. What is that random element doing floating in the middle of the screen? I don't know what that's about. Oh, I know why that is. It's because... Yeah, I get it. My bad. Oh, sorry. Okay, I've messed up all my overlays now. But we do get to see this carpet bombing run. Possibly just before the game ends. Carpet bombing run. Let's go. Come on, don't fail us. Oh! Couldn't quite get it in time, sadly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And thank you to all the patrons of... well, my patron that back this. As you can see in the background, I've converted my office, or starting to convert it into a nursery in time for July. So all my stuff's in boxes. But I will be continuing my Company of Heroes hobby into the future with this revised format, which is a low effort, well, slightly low effort organisational format, but I still do the juicy fun casting, which creates the content that you guys seem to enjoy. Yeah, big thanks to everybody that supports me. It is now like a content creator patron, so obviously I will be including some of the money into my earnings as an entertainer, but it's still at its heart. The idea is to generate the content, create competitive activity, because I personally I can't get it up as easily just for a random auto match game. It has to, if it's a tournament situation where you don't know the winners before you're casting, it's much more enjoyable for everybody, I feel. So yeah, we've got this now, and we should have Ferrigy versus Orange Pest later this month. Ferrigy versus Orange Pest in a best of 5, 1v1 for the heavyweight championship of the world. So that'll be good. Going to be looking to see if we can get that on some custom maps, perhaps, to make it a bit spicier, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, there we go. 10 seconds before I hit stop recording. Hope you have all good weeks, guys, and hopefully I can get this up on Sunday evening for you to enjoy. Cheers.